Cheers, brother.
Cheers,
To
sir.
Amazing night of fights,
Amazing.
my friend.
Yes.
UFC 241. Cormier versus Miocic 2.
Yes.
Oh my god, guys. This fight delivered tonight, man. And I'm still pumped as fuck off this shit, man.
Dude, yes. This was, man, all 5 of the fights on the main card were solid. Like how you were saying in the preview how this might be the best card of the year. I was kind of skeptical at first. And I think I might be with you on that
Agree
one.
now?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was fire, guys. I really hope you guys all got a chance to see UFC 241. But if you missed it, you know the MMA Neighborhood got you covered.
That is right.
We're going to go over what happened and let you guys know if we were right or wrong. But this whole night, man, honestly, it's just great. And we're going to jump straight to the main card,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And to start, we had Derek Brunson
Yes.
versus Ian Heinich.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Man.
And, damn, I was wrong on this one.
Yeah, of course you were.
Go ahead and break this one down.
So basically,
Steven.
man, from the preview, if you listen, Brunson, Derek, he needed this win for sure. And you could tell from this fight, he was doing exactly what I predicted. Picking his shots carefully, being precise, not really chasing him down too much like he did versus Israel Adencia. You know, he was letting him come to him, but we cannot forget, he got hit hard in the first 30 seconds with a leg kick,
a head kick.
Yeah, my bad, head kick.
Yes.
And that almost finished the fight.
I thought it was over. I got happy too fast. I was like, it's done.
Oh,
And
dude, that was
damn.
wild.
I think it woke him up, man. It woke us all up, man. I was like, holy shit.
Just to start it off like that within 30 seconds, brutal. But you know what, Brunson, kept his cool, wrestled him, ended up surviving the round. I think that was Ian's round for sure.
Yeah.
But, he came out in the second round, and Ian was already looking kind of tuckered out a little bit.
A little gas, a little fatigue.
A little bit. And then Brunson, started picking him apart. Second and third round was all Derek, all day. And then the third round, man, he was getting Ian really well. And even though Derek seemed like he was tired, I could tell the demeanor on his face. He was right. He was in the zone.
Right.
I wasn't worried about him at all. I think he did a fantastic job tonight.
That was a great call on your part, brother, for sure. It looks like he did learn a lot from his last fight against Israel.
He did.
He was way more precise with his shots.
He wasn't fighting with emotion.
Yes, you're right. And Ian looked like he was. I think because Ian caught Derek early with that head kick, he might have just had adrenaline dump trying to finish him early, and it backfired badly, man.
Yeah.
Derek Brunson looked a lot better. You're right. He's usually the aggressor. He's usually a wild brawler.
Yeah.
And he's the opposite tonight.
Yeah.
He took his time and picked his shots.
Do you think he did that, was able to implement that strategy better because it was versus like an up and coming prospect where he's trying to make a name for himself, so he's probably more willing to chase him down, which led Derek being able to relax and chill and was able to pick his shots better?
Good point. I think the experience could have been a huge factor, and he might have thought, like you said, Ian's just going to be over aggressive because he's young, a new fighter.
Wasn't he undefeated going into that fight?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
And you're right, that was a beautiful game plan. Do I think it's only going to work on Ian? No, I think it's a great game plan to use, but
yeah, I think this is a good step forward for Derek.
For sure. But let's not forget that first round where he got caught.
For sure. I mean, I was scared, but he survived. He made it out just barely.
Yeah.
Just barely. And he handled it under pressure.
Yeah, that was it was great to see him evolve from the last fight. However, I still see a lot of holes in his game, and even though Ian lost, he was able to land some pretty good shots on Derek.
For sure. And excuse me. I don't want to leave Ian out at all. He does have potential, but you could tell second, third round he was done for. But like you said, it could have been an adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
Definitely needs to work on that cardio. But I very interested to see who he fight next.
Yeah, I was on his hype train, man. I still am. I think it's just I don't know. I thought he was gonna have this one. I'm kind of confused, man. I really thought this was just make a name
He
tonight.
started off good.
He
started off
did.
well, but he just couldn't really keep the pace up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, go.
Derek did a good job at using the kicks to keep Ian off him. Like every time Ian was trying to come forward, Derek was kicking him in the gut.
Yeah.
He was staying active. Very good countering from Derek tonight.
Yeah.
And he never overcommitted like he used to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good fight. Derek just did a great game plan, I think.
And he didn't rush himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, you know, he did perfect. He did a perfect fight tonight, in my opinion. He was really well.
I just don't know if it was good enough to get him back in, like, I don't know. Is he top 10 right now? He's ranked 10, I believe.
I think, let's see. No, it doesn't say. But that's UFC.com for you.
It was a close fight. I just, I don't know if Derek Brunson's still, like, top level guy, you know?
No, I wouldn't, like, shoot him back up to, okay, it says he's number 8.
Number 8? That's good. That's good rank.
I'd still give him someone in the top 10, though, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Ian was number 10.
Yeah. Another thing to mention, Derek Brunson was training with Henry Hoof now, so he's got a coach.
Who's that again?
He trains, I believe he's in Florida, and he's got, like, some pretty good kickboxers under his name. He's a very good guy with striking. He's helped out a lot of guys. I think he's even trained, like, Anthony Rumble Johnson and shit like
really?
that. Yeah. So this guy, he's a badass coach. Nice. And I heard after the fight that Derek Brunson didn't even have a coach before.
Really?
So that's very interesting that this guy didn't even have like a legit coach or camp or like team, I should say.
Yeah.
And now he's got a really high level coach on his side, man. And I think they helped him with his keeping himself calm, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the progress shows.
Definitely, man. How do you go to UFC and not have like a head coach? That's so crazy. Dude.
I mean, you know, sometimes, like, didn't BJ Penn train himself for like the longest time?
Yeah.
And like, he was a fucking world champion.
True. It just blows my mind that you can just do it on your own, you know?
I mean, sometimes you're just able to do it, you know?
Yeah. But I like the adjustment. Got a good coach now. You look great. Where does he go from here, though, brother?
Probably some, just, you know.
Any matchups you could think of that'd be good for him?
No one too crazy, because I still feel like he needs to build back up, because he was kind of like on a skid for a second.
Yeah.
You know, maybe give him like 5, in between 5 to 7, whoever those people are. But
and that division's hot, man.
Dude, middleweight is on fire.
We've seen some of the best middleweights later on tonight. But before we get into that, there was another fight right after this Brunson.
Yes.
And I'm going to mess these names up, man, because I really didn't know nothing about him. But Gabriel versus Sodiq?
Yes, it's
Yusuf?
I'm pretty sure it's Super Sodiq Yusuf.
There we go.
And yeah, we didn't know neither of them going into this fight, but damn, we for sure do them. We know them now.
We do
is
know
what I'm
them
trying
now,
to say.
man.
All
we
tongue
for
tied.
sure know them now, and that's I like before we didn't say nothing on this one. We slept on it. We didn't know these guys, so we're not gonna speak on them. You know. But then after tonight, just seeing them go in the cage before they walk in the cage, I was like, holy shit! I think this is gonna be a good fight, bro.
Dude. It really was.
They both look super fucking pumped.
Dude.
And
Sodiq, man,
it was great, dude. It was a one-rounder, and they just both threw bombs.
Dude, and both of them like hurt each other. You know, man, it was a great fight all around. Good battle.
But Sodiq ended up catching him.
Yeah, ended up finishing him.
Yeah, you got the
with
finish.
a TKO, I believe.
Yeah, first round TKO.
Yep, it was a good fight. I like them both. Even the guy that lost, Gabriel. I mean, he looked good too.
Yeah,
they both got hands.
They're both definitely entertaining fighters. That's what I loved about it, and none of them fucking backed up.
No,
I believe, which is interesting, is Suko, what's his name? Sodiq. That guy got a cut on Gabriel early on.
Yeah,
he hit
like
him
right in the eye.
Yeah,
right
early
eye.
in the fight too. He nailed him, cut him open, right?
Yep.
And then like halfway through, Gabriel lands a nice shot and cuts him open on like the same eye.
The right eye.
So they both got cut eyes and they're just bombing. It was a very even fight, dude.
It was. I mean, they were throwing him, not backing down. It's just Sodiq seemed to have a little more precision with his strikes, and he was able just to land the cleaner ones.
Another thing that impressed me is how Sodiq like kept his composure after getting hit in the eye, get the cut. Yeah. They both kept composure, and it was fucking nice to see, man.
Yeah,
nice to see.
Like, I like how Sodiq, like when he would strike, he like committed to like the fullest extent, but didn't like overdo it. You know, it was like they were
He
very
knew his
good.
range
Yeah,
perfectly.
Yeah, it was very nice to see.
Does it show his record on the UFC?
Let's see.
Is he undefeated?
I don't know.
I still don't know where he came from. I'm wondering if he's from the Dana White
Probably.
Tuesday night.
Let's see.
But yeah, this was the only fight on the
9-1.
card where 9-1.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No, not
Does
bad
it
at all.
say how many fights he got in UFC so far? Or?
No.
Okay.
It's UFC.com, bro.
Right.
Come on. It sucks.
You know.
You know?
But honestly, I was impressed, man. The only fight on this card that I didn't really know the names, and it was still very impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Very impressive.
So,
Are we getting into it now?
So now we get into it, sir. We are talking about the middleweight bout.
The middleweight.
The Yoel, the Soldier of God, Romero versus Paulo Costa.
Oh, shit, dude. So this card was so stacked, it felt like there was 3 main events in a row.
Dude, yeah.
And this was the beginning of it, man. We had the titans of the middleweight division going at it. The biggest guys, the ripped guys you could see in the UFC at the moment, man. And Yoel Romero, 42.
Dude.
And looks like the Hulk, right?
Dude, what a beast.
And then he's going against the young prospect, 29-year-old Paulo Costa, who looks like the Hulk too, man. He's actually bigger than Romero. But
taller. I want to say bigger,
seeing
though.
these guys in the cage was just like, it was just scary, man.
Dude.
It looked like dynamite was about to go off any second. And it did. It went off a few times, man.
Dude, like, was it the first round where they both, like, knocked each other down?
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
I'm going to call it right here, man. I think that was round of this year so far.
Round of this
year,
year?
dude.
Wow.
Because, I mean, in the first round, they just get straight to it.
Yeah.
Paulo is pressuring Romero, but Romero's got a great counter game. And Paulo ends up cracking Romero, almost dropping him, I believe. And Romero comes back and counters Paulo and drops him, makes him fall down, and we're just screaming like, "What the fuck?" And it was just beautiful. The first round was just amazing.
It was wild. It was definitely wild. This fight, I do need to rewatch though.
Yeah,
because I'm torn.
Really?
Yeah.
On who won? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
Now, because my thinking is, watching it the first time, like, whoa, Costa, you know, he's landing a lot more, but I want to rewatch it because it could have been the same situation between Jones and Santos, where it looks like Santos was landing a lot, but Jones was dodging him, blocking him. They weren't hitting, so they really not doing damage. So I kind of have a feeling that's what's going on here, because look at the faces between them two. Who looked more fucked up? Paulo.
I'm gonna disagree with you on this one, man.
Well, that's why I said
you gotta
I want to rewatch it for sure, but I
think this wasn't like the Jones. I think they're both getting cracked. Yes,
for sure.
Paulo looked to beat up more because he was getting cut and bruised easier, but Romero was getting cracked, bro.
He was. I'm not doubting that.
Cracked. I couldn't believe both these guys were standing. Like, honestly. And Romero had his tongue out, like,
dude, what was he doing?
I think he was trying to, like, not think of the pain type of thing, dogs. He's getting hit so fucking hard. He's trying to, like, laugh it off with his tongue out and shit, right? But, dude, these guys were taking bombs, bro. Like, bombs, man. And Costa ended up winning it with split decision.
Yeah.
So it was a
interesting.
Split. Wait, it wasn't a split. It was unanimous. But the whole crowd was booing them.
Yeah, because I don't really agree with it.
No?
Going based off the UFC.com stats, Romero, on paper, has the better stats.
Well, I know he landed more head strikes, but what about those body strikes?
Strikes, significant.
Do you have the numbers on those?
Yeah, 40. I mean, Costa owned Romero's body for sure, but the head cracks, all that stuff, the legs, that's all Romero.
What's the number on the head strikes and then the body shots?
Head for Romero's 96 and body 11. Costa is for 67 for the head shots and then 46 for the body.
Nice.
So
it's a tight fight, man.
It's a tight fight. We got, one. Wait, nope, doesn't say takedowns.
No takedowns. I think Romero landed one on Costa for a second, but he
landed one at the end of the second, and then he landed like two in the third. So, like, I don't know. I feel like Romero got the third round for sure.
I agree with you on that.
And then the second round, I'll give to Costa for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one, I feel like that's. I don't really need to rewatch the whole fight. I just want to rewatch the first round.
The round of the year, man.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that
Honestly.
because that one was. It's a toss up.
It
I
is.
think, in my opinion.
The reason why I edge it to Paulo Costa is the pressure. If you look at the stats on that, he's like 46%.
Yeah,
And Romero's like 10.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that the pressure always wins the fight, but when it's that close, you know, like the judges are looking at the guy that's coming forward, and Costa never backed up in that fight, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting fight with Romero. Like I don't know what he was kind of doing most of the time. Well, a lot of time, like you're saying, having his mouth wide open, his tongue's out. I mean, he's just letting Costa like kind of throw bombs at him, but then he would counter him. I mean, damn, man.
Dude, gnarly, huh?
Dude, it was a fight.
I think it's the first time Romero's fought a dude that's bigger than him, you know?
I wouldn't
Longer, bigger.
I wouldn't say bigger, though. He's taller.
Or at least, like, close to his size, you know? Like,
yeah, I'll say
Romero, what I'm trying to get is that Romero's usually the fucking monster, right?
For sure.
Well, he just met another monster.
For sure.
And we got a fucking war out of it. And that's
Yeah.
what I expected in this one, man. Like, these guys are just both so powerful. Like, they're just going to clash. The Titans are going to clash, man. And we got an epic battle out of it, honestly.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, in the third round. The second round was Costa's. The first round could have been anybody. They both dropped each other. The third round was all Romero.
Yeah, for sure.
Costa did let off on the gas pedal in the third. He was still in it, but Romero was definitely winning that third round, you know? It's one of those fights I like to see a 5-rounder, honestly.
Yeah. I think if it was a 5-rounder, it would have definitely ended up as a finish.
Yeah, you think so?
For sure.
I thought it was going to be a finish in the first minute after that shit.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, do you think they were kind of on autopilot in like the second, third round?
In the third, yeah. I think they took turns being on autopilot, you know? Because Romero was feeling it in the third. He's finally...
Yeah, like, because at that point, Costa was like, come on, let's go. And
He's put his tongue back
Romero's
at him.
like, no, you get in the middle of the octagon and we're going to go throw down. And then that's when Costa did the salute.
Yeah,
the
soldier God salute. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I liked
let's
it.
get it, bro.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
That energy was badass.
Dude, that was I love it when fighters just like, dude, fuck it. Let's throw down right now.
They're feeling each other like, all right, motherfucker, you got me, I got you. Let's do this shit, man.
It was awesome.
War, brother, war. Let's not forget the little kiss at the end, too, yeah. Romero got to sneak another one in.
Dude, you're hilarious,
He snuck another one in. That motherfucker just sneaks the kisses in, man. But it was funny, mad respect between both of them afterwards.
Yeah, it was great.
Great battle. I'd love to see a rematch one day, honestly.
So,
we got, where did it go?
So,
yes.
Paulo Costa. Does he get the winner of Whitaker and Israel?
Absolutely.
I'm down.
Absolutely, man.
Down.
Now, before, like, on our preview of this was his test, man.
It was.
Like, he hasn't fought anybody in top 10 yet.
Yeah.
He's been off for like a year or so. And we doubted him, right? We picked Romero for this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Like I said, I still think the fight could have gone either way.
Yeah, he still has mad holes in his game, right?
I wouldn't say that.
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like a little bit over aggressive.
He takes too much damage.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, that's Romero, bro. That's Romero.
But where does he go? So you think he should take the winner of Israel and Whitaker? Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And it's a great matchup. You love these ones. Technical versus power.
Dude, that's what I want. I want to see Israel fuck up Whitaker and then Israel fight Paulo Costa, dog. Yeah.
This is what's going to happen. Ready? You heard it here first.
What do we get?
Israel's going to lose against Whitaker.
Oh, shut up.
It's going to be Whitaker and Costa, and then Israel's going to fight Romero and lose against Romero, dog.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, dog.
Why do you keep on doubting my boy?
Because I haven't seen him fight a big, strong wrestler yet, man.
Bro,
so
come on now.
See it.
Bro, come on now.
All right, if he beats Whitaker, I won't doubt him.
Well, I mean, that's going to be easy.
No, I will against Paulo.
That's going to be a very easy fight for Israel.
Not even.
All right, let's not get into it.
All right, we got to stick to this
card. But
card.
fuck you for keep on doubting my boy Israel.
So one more question before we get to the co-main.
What?
Where does Romero go? Because that's 2 losses, sadly. But he's still a fucking beast.
Yeah. I think
both losses, it could have gone either way,
I feel
too.
like he's fought most of the people in the top 5, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like he needs to like kind of like take a break and let some other fights happen, and then move on from there.
You're right. He's kind of in a limbo spot right now
because he's beat most of all of them.
Yeah, he's pretty much knocked them all out.
Exactly.
Dude.
So it's like,
and now he's a multimillionaire winning that lawsuit.
Exactly. So he can't.
Chilling.
It's kind of like you said. He's in limbo. It's really a hard spot.
If someone gets injured or something, he could still be in that range for replacement.
Right now, I just think he needs to take some time.
Yeah.
And just do him.
How do you think he looked in that fight? He kind of looked a little hesitant, huh?
I know.
No.
I think he looked fine. Very counter though.
Very counter.
Very
right?
counter.
Yeah, dude.
He definitely played to Costa's pace.
Definitely, like he didn't put his own until the 3rd round.
Yeah, I mean that's when he kind of like started waking up, and he totally took that round, doing the wrestling, which he should have been doing the whole fight.
Yeah, you got a big dude like that, just
like
take him,
what are you doing?
Grind him out,
like,
wear him out a little bit. Don't just start bombing away. But
I mean,
entertaining for us.
Well, for sure, I still think he should bomb on him because he can.
Yeah, but to get straight to it,
dude. Like, why aren't you throwing some combos and then double leg? What are you doing?
I honestly wanted to go any other way. I thought it was fucking amazing.
No,
fight,
yeah,
dude.
no problem. Yeah, but I think he could have easily secured the win if he'd done more
wrestling.
More wrestling. That's what I called. But
no, you're right.
He didn't do it. The one round he did it. He won. He won that round.
And it's at the very end. And
exactly.
Shit.
So it was too late.
You're right though.
But
that probably was his path to victory, but he just got caught up in the slugfest. And thank the MMA gods for that one, baby.
Fuck it.
That was fucking amazing.
But before we go on, we're gonna take a break real quick.
All right.
We'll be right back.
We'll get into the co-main event of the evening.
Hell yeah. And we are back with the MMA Neighborhood, and we are still going over the UFC 241 DC versus Stipe number 2. But before we get to that, we are going to jump into the co-main event.
Yeah, buddy.
Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Nate Diaz. Man, I love this fight.
Hell yeah, this was the fans fight tonight, guys. We haven't seen Diaz for 2-3 years, man?
Something like that.
And like I said on the last podcast, I didn't believe it was going to happen, but it did, man.
It did.
209's back to Diaz ended up winning with a unanimous decision.
Yeah. I was going for Pettis. You were going for Diaz. Man, Pettis, he was starting off with the leg kick, but he couldn't really find a home for it. I think he didn't want to like really get too close to him because of the length. I think that kind of backfired. But I feel like he could have, done more body hits, body shots with the kicks, and more front kicks, just to kind of keep the distance a little more. But man, he did crack him quite a few times, pretty good ones. But Nate Diaz, he didn't look all that great.
No, he didn't. At some points, I thought he was too stoned to fight, honestly.
Dude, for real, like, I don't know, man. What do you think?
I got one word for this fight.
What?
Pressure, baby.
Dude, yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah.
No, Anthony Pettis didn't look back, especially the first round. He was throwing some heat. He cracked Diaz a couple of times really good.
Yeah.
But that pressure is just too much.
Yeah.
Diaz didn't look that great. Like, defense-wise, he was getting hit pretty hard,
Yeah.
But somehow that fucker does not go out.
Yeah.
Keeps coming forward, and it overwhelmed Pettis in the later rounds.
Yeah. I definitely think when it went to the ground, which was the one part of this whole fight that was worrisome for me, for Pettis. And it basically played out like I thought. Diaz is just too good on the ground. Even though you say they're both black belts, it's just Diaz he's more in tune with it, I think. And he's able to use his abilities way more, And that tired Pettis out.
Absolutely.
And I think they got on the ground in the first round.
Yeah.
And I think that really just, ruined Pettis for the rest of the other 2 rounds.
You can see on Pettis' face, he's like, oh shit, we're going to freaking grapple? Like, he was ready just to stand and bang.
Yeah.
And smart move from Diaz, honestly. He clinched up with Pettis when he was getting tagged hard, and he ended up getting Pettis to the ground. And when Diaz is on top of you on the ground, wow, man.
Yeah.
That top control is vicious.
Oh, yeah.
But credit to Pettis, he didn't get tapped. He was in a rear naked choke a couple of times from Diaz.
Yeah.
And he got out.
Yeah. Diaz had it back like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, man.
It's like, Good job.
Pettis, yeah.
He did good.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
That's that black belt, man. He got out of some bad moves.
For sure.
He didn't see my boy McGregor get out of it, sadly.
Yeah, true.
Sadly, but, Pettis did get outworked on the ground big time, and it did tire him out.
For sure.
And in the later rounds, Diaz was able to get off on him, land some more shots.
And Diaz was landing great knees
Yes.
to Pettis' dome piece, sir.
Yeah, I think that changed the game as well, man.
Yeah.
He landed 2 really hard fucking knees, and Pettis just looked like he's done after that.
Yeah, I mean, the longer the fight went, Pettis just seemed way more out of it.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, do you think he belongs? Because he does look good at welterweight. He does. But do you think he should stay there?
So, Pettis is in like a tricky spot right now. I don't see him winning a belt in any division he goes in, He's already tried to go down to featherweight and win it. Didn't have any luck. Lightweight's like passed him up now.
Yeah.
And now he goes up to welterweight. I didn't even think he had a chance against Wonder Boy. But he got the knockout. And he didn't look completely bad against Diaz. But here's the thing. Diaz hasn't fought for years. Wonder Boy's a striker. Showtime Pettis hasn't even fought like a high-level wrestler in that division, which is his weakness.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting far in any division. What I do see is what he's doing now is perfect. Fight for the fans. Have these fan matchups that are just fun fights, Like the champion part of his career is over to me. But he could still throw on some of the biggest fights,
Well, the thing is, he's only 32. That's not horribly old for fighting, It's just, but you're completely right. I don't think he can ever be a champion again. But he's not too old to retire. But I just don't know what he does.
I think right now, just have them do what they're doing. Have them fight fan fights that are fun, just make him do the fun fights because he missed out a lot in his career because of his injuries, And now he's super active, and I love it.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot for him to do. It's just the belt's not included anymore, Like he's got plenty of great matchups he can have,
You don't think he could do lightweight?
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be champion.
No. Well, don't you think he might have a better chance with the competition?
Yes, but when you get to the wrestler, like Khabib would smash him easily, no problem,
Yeah.
Could he hang with a couple of strikers? Fuck yeah, Like him and Gaethje would be a great fight,
That'd be
something like that. So
I don't know about that
here's
one,
the
actually.
thing. I think he can hang with the top 5 lightweight. I don't think he can hang with the top 10 welterweight, Even though he beat Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, I think you're right. But let's get to the real exciting part of this fight was the end.
Oh, yes.
Nate Diaz calling out Masvidal.
Beautiful. We
Bro,
talked about this
we did.
in the last podcast.
We sure did.
And it was either going to be Pettis and Masvidal or Diaz. And we got I think that's going to be a fight that they're going to make, dude.
Oh, for sure.
I love this call out. I was so stoked. Diaz called out Masvidal, dude. That's badass, bro. Like, that's badass, dude. Like,
it was great.
And Masvidal looks stoked. He's like, hell yeah, dude.
That's some real shit.
Two gangsters, man.
Hell yeah.
2 gangsters throwing down.
Dude, super stoked.
That's got in that fight. I know it's too early, but who do you
But just
think?
for a quick pick?
Yeah.
Masvidal.
Same here, man. I think he cracks harder,
Yeah.
I don't know if the pressure is going to overwhelm him because he's a pressure guy, too. Like, he's pretty...
I think that's going to be a close one, but...
Dude, I love that call out.
Yeah, me too.
And I think he's going to get it. He called out McGregor last time when he beat Michael Johnson. Got it.
Yeah.
He's going to get this fight, dude. It can be a co-main on a big pay-per-view.
He knows who to call out, and I like it. It was
Hell
good.
yeah. I mean, he's risking that trilogy of McGregor. I mean, it's always there, but I don't want to see Diaz lose because I want to see that rematch. I want to see McGregor.
I mean, that will eventually happen.
Yeah, no matter what,
For sure.
And Jorge, he ain't got no dance partner right now, so I think this is fucking great, dude.
And Diaz didn't really look like he took too much damage.
No.
Just a cut over his right eye.
Yeah.
But other than that, he seemed pretty much fine.
Good. He has such a weird style, dude. I thought he's just like super stoned in that fight.
Dude,
like,
he looked lazy.
He did, man. Like he was like off balanced almost,
Yeah.
But somehow he put it together. He thought of a good plan, pressure him against the cage, take him down.
Yeah.
He fought smart.
Yeah.
He fought smart, man.
That dirty boxing and
Yeah.
you know,
And those
clinch,
knees, like you said,
those knees.
holy shit. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to lift him high either. He's a tall guy.
Yeah, so it was a good fight. It wasn't as good because Pettis didn't really live up to what I thought he was gonna do, but it was still a good, exciting fight.
I think Pettis struggled with that range right off the bat. He couldn't land those leg kicks, like you said. He went for him, which was a great plan.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, he couldn't get the range down.
yeah,
And then when he did, Nate Diaz, I still can't believe it. He actually checked the fucking kick.
yeah.
You remember
And
that?
and it was shin to shin, right? And that's what
Yeah, he messed up
his ankle.
So Diaz actually checked the kick, guys. If you want to see it, this is the fight. Because I don't think in any fight he's done this. But he checked the kick from Anthony Pettis, and Pettis fucked his ankle up.
Yep, and he like fell to the ground.
Do you think that was a huge factor in this fight?
What?
That Pettis banged his ankle up pretty bad?
No,
No, you
not
think the
too
same
much.
outcome? Yeah.
Yeah, because he still seemed to be able to move pretty well. I just think, Diaz is good. It almost seemed like he was hitting harder than normal, but yeah, I still think it's either way, same result.
It looked like Pettis was gassing too to me, dude.
Yeah, and that's the one thing with him being a welterweight that I don't like. Man, his cardio fucking sucks in this weight class. He's too
big,
too much mass.
They need that 160 division or 165. He'd be better than that,
dude.
But yeah, that's the thing. If you like put on too much fucking weight, where it's like it could slow you down, man. Yeah, you'll hit harder, but you're gonna lose a lot of speed. You're sacrificing.
Yeah. Maybe. Do you think he's still adapting to the weight class?
Well, for sure, but is it something he can adapt to? Like, he's not that big in that weight class. Like, he's
True.
definitely bigger, but still, there's some monsters that would just, I think, overpower him easily.
Yeah.
One fight I do want to see, if he does continue welterweight, a rematch with RDA. I want to see it.
Oof.
He got worked by RDA, but I think it might play out different.
That was in lightweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
I think it'd be good, and I think he might want it too, get some revenge.
Yeah, because RDA is coming off a loss too, right?
Yeah, and I actually think Pettis can get him this time,
I will agree with that.
Or do you have any other matchups for Pettis?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And then Diaz and Masvidal, it's already made, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they already signed the paperwork after that.
I'm stoked again, dog. Like,
hell yeah.
Man, I'm happy Diaz is back. I never thought I'd say that. But honestly, there's some good matches for him right now, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're fun, bro.
Yeah.
They're fun. He looked weird tonight, a little sloppy, but he fucking pulled it off, dude.
Yeah, he handled it.
He pulled it off. 209, motherfuckers.
209.
209, baby. Shit, he's back, man.
Hell yeah.
Now, where's my boy, man? If Diaz comes back, where's McGregor,
I don't know.
He's got to come
punching
back.
old people in bars.
Ah, that was old news, man. Should have took the shot of whiskey.
Yeah, I know.
Should have took it.
But let's
Speaking
get
of
on.
old people, though,
in
the main event we had
Wait, hold on. What was that?
The main event of the evening.
That's more like it.
Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic.
Hell yeah.
2, baby, the rematch. It is here, and it happened, and wow,
Dude.
guys, fucking wow.
Unbelievable.
I was gonna have a heart attack during this fight, man.
I was too anxious.
Yes.
It was just too much to look. And you said it best. It was very cringeworthy.
Definitely, man.
I was like, oh my god, because it just seemed like DC was gonna do the same fucking thing and knock him out. Because DC was just nailing him in the face, and Stipe's left hand always dropping.
He didn't fix it.
I'm just like, oh no.
He didn't fix it.
I didn't want to see that happen again.
The deja vu.
Yeah, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? If this ends in the first round again, bro, what did you train for? What were you doing?
How would he live with himself,
Like, what? But I will say this about Stipe. He looked very much in shape.
Oh, yeah.
He looked really good.
He did.
And then DC looked very round. More than normal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This was amazing. The reason why this was cringeworthy is because I felt like every blow was the last shot. Like, Anybody could have gone out from any hit. Like, I'm surprised these guys were taking the hits they were taking. And like you said, Stipe kept making that same error like in the first fight.
Dude.
They get in the clinch and he drops his left hand and fucking DC
Constantly.
He throws the right, hits him.
And Stipe, man, he makes the hits look so much more dramatic than what they probably are. Like, his head just flies back every time. And it's like, dude, he's about to go out.
I think because he doesn't roll the punches very well.
Yeah.
You know, like, he takes the hit. He doesn't roll his head. No, not much head movement from Stipe, you know?
Not in, like, the first, like, 2 rounds. First 2 rounds.
And not to confuse you guys, Stipe got his belt back.
Hell yes.
But it was not fucking easy.
No, it was not.
He went 3 rounds. I still think the third round was close, but the first 2, DC was fucking him up,
Yeah,
man.
the first 2 is all DC. It was just, man, it was brutal to watch.
It was.
To see Stipe just get murdered.
It was like Steve was in a nightmare again,
Oh,
like,
God.
fucking reliving it.
And, like, you could see when he goes back to his corner after those first 2 rounds, like, man, he just didn't know how he could figure this puzzle out.
He looked very confused.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man, what do I do?
And then in the third round, I noticed him starting to get a little looser. His hands he was being a little more faintish. You know, his footwork was kind of picking up a little bit.
He's landing that right, too, more.
Yeah, it was picking up a little bit for him. And that was a closer round.
Right.
But when we get into the fourth, man, Stipe just, man, footwork, like, he was, like, totally just owning him everywhere, making DC miss. And then that's when Stipe incorporated that hardcore body shot.
Yes, he found the piece to this puzzle, and it took him a few rounds, and he almost didn't find it, but once he did, he capitalized, and that was the body shot to DC. He landed like 10 in a row, man.
It was brutal.
And not soft ones, a good duck and freaking like hook right to the body, right to the liver. And DC was taking him, but you could tell it was hurting him.
Dude, like the last the last 4, oh man, they were hurting. You could see it on his face.
Oh yeah,
Dude, DC does
he's
not
feeling
have
that
a poker.
Popeyes from
Dude.
earlier. He's like, fuck, I shouldn't have ate so much Popeyes.
Right? But man, after that, like that last body shot, he just winced, and Stipe smelt the blood and just went after him, hammered him, bro. Just took him, like, just punched him to the ground, and they stopped it. And man, it was super exciting to watch.
We were
and
screaming, man, screaming, because it was a comeback. It was a comeback.
Dude.
He was losing, he was behind, and he found the key. Somehow he found that body shot, and it was money. And what really impressed me is you see these fights, and people find the key and, like, don't see it though. Like, they'll land a shot that can be their money shot,
Yeah.
but they don't go back to it.
Yeah,
like,
they
what
do
are
it
you
like
doing?
once.
Yeah, but Stipe knew right away. He's like, oh, that's the shot right there.
Yup.
And he did it to him over and over, and like 10 times he landed that.
It was good shots.
And then it made DC drop his guard, and then bam, up to the head, baby. Up to the head. Beautiful fucking, he just figured it out.
Oh yeah. Dude,
No.
it was so awesome to watch.
Kind of like DC figured him out in the first fight.
Yeah.
With his flaw.
Yeah.
Stipe was able to find DC's flaw.
He's found that one hole.
That body shot.
Yup.
I was hoping for kicks to the body. I think that.
Yeah, but
it
I'm
risked the
glad
takedown.
it wasn't kicks, because it irritates me when people kick wrestlers, really good wrestlers
Yeah.
at that, because you're just asking to be taken
It's risky.
down. It's
You're right.
super risky. But I'm glad he found a home for that body shot, and man, it was
Dude.
great to see.
Have you seen like a fight where some guy just keeps hitting the same spot like that over and over again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen a couple fights like
Yeah,
that.
where he's just like, oh shit, that's a spot, and just keeps going at it, keep going at it. Like, he was
fucking
relentless
him
on
up.
it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
every
dude.
combo ended with that.
It was great. And then, yeah, so does DC retire?
He didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, which is good. He probably
Joe
should
was trying to get it out of
Yeah.
him.
Well, he just wanted to see, like, kind
Yeah.
of what he thought.
I
But
guess the better question is, like, what's left for him if he doesn't retire? Like, who would he fight? Like, what's left for him, you know?
true. Well, he has said he wants to fight Jones at light heavyweight again.
Yeah, that's always there.
Like, I mean, he wants to fight him again. I mean, I don't see. I'm always down
watch
to
that?
see that.
Yeah.
Always down to
It's one of
see
those
that.
matches you just always watch, you know?
Dude, first of all, it's John Jones, my
But
boy.
we just seen DC coming heavy, bro. He's gonna have to cut mad weight to get back there, you know?
Yeah.
He put on weight, dude.
He looked pretty big.
He was fucking bigger than the first time.
Yeah.
And for him to cut down 205, I don't know if he's up for it, man. No more
Yeah.
Popeyes for
Yeah,
months?
dude.
I don't know, bro. And I hope you didn't invest in the stock because it should crash.
Stupid.
But I don't see. I think DC should retire.
Yeah.
I think he should.
He probably will. Unless John Jones tweets him like, "Yeah, you better retire" or something.
Well, let's not forget though.
What?
They're 1-1 now.
Who?
Stipe. And
Oh,
DC.
that's. Thank you for reminding me. Does DC ask for a rematch? And does Stipe give it to him? Because Stipe could be a dick too.
Oh yeah.
And just like, no, you could wait. You could wait a year.
Here's the difference though. If DC does ask for it, he's gonna get it, dude.
Which is bullshit.
Because Dana White's like they're buddies, man. He's done a lot for the company, and Dana White's gonna give him whatever the fuck he wants. So he's gonna get a rematch.
This would be
whether Stipe wants to get it or not.
This is my only time when I will ever say this. For Stipe being the champ, I'd be like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I'd be the same way.
Dude, that's so effed up. If DC asked for a rematch and they're like, yeah, for sure,
right away,
it's all you. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't do that for Stipe a year ago.
It is fucked up.
Come on now.
It's that favoritism bullshit, you know. But I could see if he wants it, he might get it. So I guess that's what it comes down to. He's either got a rematch with Stipe or Jones, or he just retires, dude.
Yeah, those are like the only two fights.
Or if he wants to take a non-title with Ngannou.
No.
Get that Ngannou fight going.
No. That's not, no.
Well, Stipe's still in a bad spot to me, even though he's champion now.
But you know what? When he got that belt wrapped around him, you could see the confidence just be put in him again. Like,
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
He kept saying, he's like, I know I'm the better fighter, and he showed it.
Yeah.
You know, he was losing, but he finally got his groove, and he figured it out, and he fucking beat DC, dude.
He climbed out of that tunnel, that dark tunnel, and just fucking won.
It was a long fucking tunnel, dude.
It was great to see. It was awesome to see.
It was amazing to see. This is my fight of the night for sure. One of my top favorite heavyweight fights for sure.
Ever?
Yeah, it's up there, man. Just because it's so intense when they're so big.
Yeah.
And they're so active. Like,
you know, I'll agree with you there.
It's up there for one of the best heavyweight fights, I believe, man.
I'll agree.
Just the activity in that fight and how close it kept getting from someone getting finished, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't see that a lot in heavyweight. You see a lot of hugging when it gets later in rounds. They're in round 4 still bombing.
Yeah.
It was fucking beautiful, man. The MMA gods answered our prayers, bro.
I know. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man.
It was, man.
But Stipe, who's he fight next?
That's what I was about to say. I think even though he's champ, he's in a bad spot to me because he's either gonna rematch DC, which is a tough fucking fight, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And or it's Ngannou, and Ngannou looks way better than he did the first time they fought. And he looks leaner and he looks meaner to me. Yeah. So,
but
he's got 2 fights that are really fucking tough coming up.
Yeah,
because it's one of those, dude.
Yeah, I mean. Either way, I'd be down to watch it, though.
Hell yeah, dude.
For sure.
I love Stipe as champ, man, because he's just entertaining. You know, he doesn't play safe. He puts it all out on the line, and it makes for a fucking amazing fight like tonight, you know?
For sure.
But if he did have a rematch with Ngannou or DC, who do you think takes it?
The DC fight? Oh, man. That's a toss-up.
Still a toss-up, huh?
Because I still think they're even. They're really even. DC's super fast with his punches for like his build.
Yeah,
he's super fast.
Yeah,
but I think the Ngannou, I think that fight is a little easier.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't see any improvements?
He's improved for sure, but I still think Stipe has an edge on him.
Yeah,
because it's just not all about power. I think Stipe could, I think he could handle him.
The thing I brought up in the last podcast, which I thought might have been a big factor in DC and Stipe's first fight, was because Stipe had a war with Ngannou somewhat.
Yeah, somewhat. And thank you for reminding me again. Joe Rogan actually brought that up during the commentary.
Yeah,
and
I told you, man, I wasn't tripping on that.
Yeah, but nothing ever came out about it. Did it? I don't think so. I never heard nothing.
When someone's concussed like that, like sometimes they keep quiet about it. You don't want other people to know. The reason why I say it is because of that Ultimate Fighter show. He sounded like he was slurring a lot.
Yeah.
And he did get hit with some heavy fucking shots.
True.
And it makes you weak, man.
Yeah.
And they did say like he's taking a lot more blows than the first fight, you know. And I think it did play a huge factor. He got some time off, recovered the chin a little bit, recovered his body. He looked in great shape.
Yeah, that was the best he's ever looked.
Yeah, man. I
But-
feel like if you're concussed, you just go out quicker.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, he seems to have a really great chin, though.
He does, but I kind of fear that. I can see him like being one of the guys that later on he just keeps getting knocked out hard, dude. Like, because he's taking so much. He's taking some damage, you know.
It's almost like a blessing and a curse, you know, because like it's good that you're not getting knocked out, but it's a curse because you're fucking your brain up hardcore.
Big time. And I feel like eventually that chin will weaken, you know. And I think if he has another rematch with Ngannou, that's gonna like take years off his career. I feel like every time he fights that beast, it's taking fucking years off his shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know, to get hit that hard, you're just fuck, dude.
But what does this do to Stipe's legacy? Does it
makes
cement
it
in?
better.
Does it cement it in?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it glorifies it even more because he did lose against DC, but he came back and beat him and TKO'd him.
Yeah.
And like he just faced adversity. He still has the highest defense record.
Yeah.
For heavyweights.
If DC would have won that, he would have been tied with him, right?
Almost tied. You need one more. I think.
Really? Okay.
But still, it would have. I think if DC won tonight, Stipe would have been forgotten. You know.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Unfortunately.
Somewhat. You know?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but tonight he's just still in the game, baby.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And I like it, man. Heavyweight's looking good. You got some prospects like Greg Hardy and like some big boys coming up, you know. But I think the next fight is either going to be a rematch with DC or a rematch with Ngannou, man.
I'm down for either.
Hell yeah, dude.
Down for either.
I actually watched the Ngannou one. It's good, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. But Ngannou's, he just like looked amateur after the first round because he gassed.
Oh yeah.
And lately seeing him so lean, I'm like, fuck, he cut off a lot of muscle. He's looking for cardio now.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's looking better.
Hell yeah.
Definitely looking better.
But congrats to Stipe tonight, baby.
Hell yeah. Cheers to that fucking
Thanks
guy.
for making our night just even better than it was, man. Like putting the cream on top of the cake, baby. Putting the icing on the cake right there.
Dude, basically all 5 of these fights in the UFC 241,
all
fire. If you missed it, you need to check it out because they were amazing.
For sure.
Amazing.
We had a tough one last time. Was UFC 240 with Frank Yeager and Holloway, and this one just made up for it.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. This was an amazing fight.
Hell yeah.
Fight night. You know what I'm saying? Great pay-per-view, worth the money.
And if you did get to check it out, let us know who was your favorite fight tonight. Who'd you have picks wise, and just talk to us, man.
Yeah, and if you disagree with us, if you think we're stupid, let us know.
Hell
and
yeah.
then we'll have a conversation about it.
Hell yeah.
And make sure to follow us on SoundCloud, YouTube, you know, and comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because it's not a neighborhood without you. And I am Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we'll see you guys next time.
You guys have a great night.